Anime convention season's around the corner, and I really do think with all the new people really getting into anime, really developing this passion, they want to go meet other like people that, you know, like anime, thanks to COVID, the big vid. I think it's time that someone makes it like a big video that give you the do's and don'ts. So let's talk about it. Hello everyone, I'm Schmmo. It's me. You know, you've been to the channel. Fantastic. If you're not, stick around. If you like the video, it's cool. But we're here to talk about the do's and don'ts of the anime convention. And this is something that is a nice general list that I put together with a bunch of friends. I've been going to cons since 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. So needless to say, I have almost 10 years of experience going to cons online and in person. So, this is my comprehensive list of what not to do. The first big thing before you even get there. When going to a convention, the very most important thing getting there is your ticket. Don't buy it in person, if possible. What you want to do is pre-order the ticket. If you do that, most conventions will give you a discount, maybe up to 30% months out, and then as it gets closer, they cut back the discounts up until about a month. So say, for example, if the ticket at the door is 70%, you'll only pay like 45 if you get it in like 4 or 5 months ahead of time. So ideally, that helps you save money right off the bat. One of the other big things is you see all these anime goods. Do not blow your load as soon as you get in there. There are plenty of stories of people going into convention centers and going into the dealer's room for the first time ever, and they blow all their money for the whole weekend within the first hour. Do not blow your load. Take time, walk around, enjoy it. And another big thing I do recommend is compare prices on these things. That way you can, if it's cheaper online, just order it from Amazon or somewhere else. To be fair, there are some items that you know you won't find anywhere else, or you might have to go to Yahoo Japan or something like that. And so I get that. I've been there a couple times, but there are so many horror stories of people blowing all their load and the first day and friends having to buy them food. So don't do that. And speaking of, do not buy convention food. Convention stalls like in the convention center are a big scam. I'm not paying $15 for 5 chicken tenders and a thing of fries that were put there 4 hours ago and no one bought, and then you gave them to me. No, what you should do is go to local venues outside. There are food trucks outside that are cheaper. Sometimes there's hot dog stands. Go to local restaurants nearby. Support the local area, because if you support the local area, they'll want the convention to come back. So it's a win-win overall for everyone. Speaking of goods, one thing I do recommend you not do: impulse buys. Do not do impulse buys. A lot of people have a living, and I do agree. Vendors gotta do stuff, but don't do any impulse buys. Like I said before, cross-check these things. Look them up. Don't just see, ooh, pretty wall scroll and grab it. Do not do that. That is a big no-no. If you want to save money, enjoy the weekend, avoid impulse buys. Now, I am guilty of it. I have done it even up to this day. Some things are impulse buys, but they are things I have been looking for and can't find and haven't seen, not even online or anything like that. That I'll give an exception to, but overall, if it's just a regular Deku figure or a Dory figure or something like that, don't impulse buy. You can usually find them cheaper elsewhere besides the convention center. Now, one thing I do wish I didn't have to, you know, talk about, but it's kind of necessary. Do not be a creep. Don't get me wrong, I get everyone's excited. I know you're there. I know that this might be a first time for you, but everyone is human. Don't go up to them trying to sniff them, trying to do some weird thing. Just don't be creepy. It's okay. What I do recommend, treat everyone normally. Treat them like a human being. Don't just assume because they're cosplaying it's consent, which leads me to another thing. Do not assume. Assuming is the worst thing you can do, whether it be at an anime convention or outside of it. Do not assume. When it comes to cosplayers, they are human beings. Just because they're dressed in a way, maybe like a Kill la Kill character or something like that, doesn't give you the right to go up to them, touch them, do any of that nature. That is not okay. You don't do that. And there are a lot of people that still to this day don't understand that. Just because you're in a Deadpool costume doesn't give you the right to go off and do whatever you want. Speaking of cosplayers, if they are on the ground, do not bother them. Cosplayers need rest. They need rest. I need rest. I'm a cosplayer from time to time. You need to sit down and relax and enjoy and give them some space. Let them breathe. Putting on that heavy outfits, doing all that stuff, it's horrible. It's heavy on them. They get sweaty. They need rest. They need a drink. So if you see a cosplayer sitting on a convention floor, leave them be. I know that you want to take the picture, but you have to try and catch them later. Give these people some space. It's just like anything else. Give these people some space. And since I'm talking about going and needing rest, do not run 24/7 without taking a break or hydrating. You need to hydrate. You need to do breaks. You need to take. I get it. You're excited. It's an anime convention. It's something that's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's a great time to be with like-minded people. But don't run yourself so ragged that they have to call an ambulance to take you to the hospital, and then there goes a whole week, and then you got thousands in medical bills. I think that's the last thing you want. I know that's the last thing I would want. But take a breather. That's what panels are great for. Go sit in a panel, have a cup of water, sit there and drink, and just relax and enjoy. Don't run 24/7. Speaking of hydrating and everything else, hygiene is very key, and self-care is very key. So do not take Axe body spray shower. Go to your hotel room. Shower like a normal human being. There are a lot of people that do not shower during anime conventions, and it stinks up the whole place, and it makes it horrible for everyone. And just because you have a can of Axe doesn't mean it's okay. Don't sit there in the middle of the thing. I have so many stories of people just Axe spraying themselves down. It's horrible. Don't do that. Don't be that guy or girl. Please don't. The last big don't is do not go places by yourself. The world's not like it used to be. It's not like it's the 50s. It's not like the 60s, 70s, where you could leave your door unlocked, or you can be okay walking at night by yourself. It is not like that anymore. If you go to an anime convention, go with your parents or go with friends. Go with someone. Do not be by yourself. Now, I understand in some cases you can't do that. I totally get it. And if that's the case, travel with others. See if there's a group that's walking the same direction, stick near that group. So that way, in case something happens, that group might be able to help you. Now, I do want to end this video on some lighter notes. Some recommendations from me personally. Things that, you could do. When it comes to saving money, one of the biggest, easiest things is the continental breakfast at the hotel. Every hotel, at least if it's not like a 5-star hotel, will offer free continental breakfast. Stock up on that. Eat as much as you can, not to make yourself sick, but help you get through, because you could easily go from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or something just on the continental breakfast if you do it right. Get your fruits, do the healthy stuff and do that. Another thing that I really suggest is you go and support Artist Alley. Artist Alley is an amazing place where people like us go and sell their creations. There you can find one-of-a-kind art pieces. That is kind of the area I'm okay with you doing impulse buys, because there's a chance you'll never see it again. But in dealer's room, never impulse buy. But please do go support Artist Alley. That is one of the places that you should probably go to and enjoy what people have to make. Because like I said, it's people like you and me. They just make their own stuff, and it's fantastic. Be kind and sincere. You will be surprised how many people are just jerks at these things. Like I said, there's a reason why I brought up the consent is key when it comes to different people with cosplay and stuff, because these jerks just take advantage to try to put people down. It's a bad time. And just be kind and sincere. It's not that hard. The world needs more kind and sincere people, and we are here to have fun. So have fun, be nice, and just look out for the fellow man. It's not that hard. And the last but most important thing, I did touch it when I was talking about the don'ts, but consent is key. Whether it be taking pictures or when you're in the picture getting close or hugging them or doing something like that, consent is key. Just cosplay is not consent. That is a big thing I am 100% okay with. Like that statement. I believe in it 100%. Cosplay is not consent. No, doesn't mean that's where the don't assume comes in. Please be smart, be kind, be nice to your next door neighbor, your next man, or whoever's there beside you. So I hope these tips help you. I hope they are very informative for you. They are something that, you can use, and they help new con-goers. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.